With that note, let's talk about a little bit about the CFR context and what it has. So that little box. First thing we need to know is how many digits, how many alpha numbers, how many characters it has. It has 11 characters. 11 characters are broken down into the 3 characters, which represent the filer code, 7 characters, which represent the number, the unique number, and a check digit. Cannot be recycled. By recycling, I mean you go through a bunch of numbers and you say, well, let me repeat the circle. Once you use that number, that's it. You're stuck with it. What's the problem with that? Anyone lived in California? Anyone been to California? Anyone looked at the license plates in California? How many numbers do you have? They have lots, right? Because they used to have as many as New York license plate numbers, but they ran out. They ran out of various options, so they increased by 1 digit, which allowed them to have so many more people. The problem with this one is how many? We have 11 alphanumeric characters. Some of them have to be numeric. So you're kind of stuck with that. So what do you do? And we shall discuss the check digit update in a bit. Check digit, the very last one, is given to licensed customs broker or the importer, and those guys are responsible for computation. Now, here's the old school thing. I'm not sure, were any of you, when you guys went to school and you took mathematics classes, was there ever the beginning ones, right? Like 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 10. Were you ever told by your teachers that you cannot use calculators? You have to do it by hand. Yeah? So they still do that, right? Because I keep hearing that they allowing calculators now because they say, well, who cares if you cannot do this arithmetic on your own? We live in this new technological age, so it doesn't matter. It's kind of like a post-industrial era, right? But know this that on customs broker exam, customs examiners, even though they talk about this data processing equipment, which really means computer, they really on customs exam, you know this, that no digital processing devices are allowed. They can give you the calculator, right? But no graphic calculator. Very first thing you do to compute the check digit, to compute this guy, this little guy here, you need to convert these alpha characters to numbers. And what you do is the customs appendix 1 provides you with these numbers. If it's A, it's this one. If it's well, it goes through the whole alphabetical list. So very first thing you do, let's say you have KAW. K is 2, A is 1, and W is 6. So KAW will be 216. That's number 1. First, get rid of all the alphas. Get rid of all the alphabetic characters. And the second thing what you do is you have a question like this. The question says, what's the check digit? Right? They give you the number and they give you the filer code. They give you the unique 7 digits and they give you the filer code. So you already established it's 216 for the filer, and you already and the customs examiners gave you this number. So now you need to combine this and derive mathematically the filer code. And how is it done? So of course you have to pick and choose, but the devil is in the details, as usually is the case. And the details are, first thing you do, you convert it to 216, and you bring all the numbers to one line. Then you take the odd numbers that are highlighted in yellow and you add them up, which is 23.